Today, we are diving into a concept that might just be the most valuable skill you can have in your career. It's called deep work, and it comes from the fantastic book by Cal Newport.
You absolutely know this feeling, right? Your calendar is jammed, your inbox is a disaster, you're just bouncing from one thing to the next, and at the end of the day, you kind of lean back and think, what did I actually get done today? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are in good company.
Well, there's a name for what's causing that feeling. It's called shallow work, and it has become the default setting for pretty much everyone in the modern workplace. And it's quietly wrecking our ability to do our best stuff. Now, here's the thing. It's not your fault. The way our offices are set up, the digital tools we're given, it's all practically engineered to pull our focus away. We are constantly fighting an uphill battle against a culture that celebrates and even demands distraction. So, what are the big offenders here? Well, the source material points to a few main ones. You've got open offices, great idea for collaboration in theory, but in reality, a huge source of distraction. Then there's constant instant messaging, which creates this expectation that you're always available. There's even this pressure for professionals to have a big social media presence. And then you get into the psychological traps, like the principle of least resistance, which means we naturally drift toward the easiest tasks, like just answering emails because it feels like we're doing something. And that leads to this idea of busyness as a proxy for productivity, where we confuse activity with actual achievement. But what if there was a better way? Well, guess what? There is. It's called deep work. This is your new superpower. It's the ability to focus without any distraction on a really demanding task. It's the skill that lets you learn complicated things fast and produce way better results in way less time. Okay, so this is the real battleground of modern work. On one side, you've got shallow work. This is all the logistical stuff. Replying to emails, posting on social media, scheduling things. It keeps you busy, but it doesn't create much new value, and frankly, anyone could do it. On the other side, you have deep work. This is the hard stuff. It requires every ounce of your concentration. This is you mastering a tough new skill or writing a game-changing strategy for your company. It's the difference between just clearing your inbox and defining the next 5 years of your career. And there's actually a scientific reason why all that multitasking is so bad for us. It's a concept called attention residue. So think about it. Every time you switch from your main project to quickly check an email, a little piece of your brain's attention stays stuck on that email. It doesn't fully switch over. So when you go back to your important work, you're not firing on all cylinders. And that residue builds up all day, leaving you feeling scattered and making it impossible to get into that deep focus state. So why does this matter so much right now? Because learning to focus isn't just some neat little productivity trick. It's actually an economic necessity if you want to succeed in today's world. According to the source material, we're in the middle of what's called a great restructuring. Technology, AI, automation, it's all changing the game so fast that it's creating this huge divide in the workforce. Just being good at your job? Yeah, that's not going to be enough anymore. In this new economy, there are basically 3 types of people who are going to win big. You've got the high-skilled workers who know how to team up with intelligent machines. You have the superstars, the absolute best in their field because tech lets them reach a global market. And of course, you have the owners of capital, the people funding all this new tech. Now, for the first 2 groups, the path to get there is exactly the same. You have to be able to learn hard things fast, and you have to produce work at an elite level. That road, it's paved with deep work. This quote from Cal Newport just hits so hard. He says, "The shallow work that increasingly dominates the time and attention of knowledge workers is less vital than it often seems in the moment." All that busy work we fill our days with, it feels important, but it's not what the economy actually values. It's the very thing holding us back from building the skills that really count. Okay, so we know the problem and we know the stakes are high. But here's the good news. The ability to concentrate, it's not some gift you're born with. It's a skill. It's a mental muscle. And right now, we're going to talk about how to get it to the gym. Newport gives us some powerful rules here. First, learn to embrace boredom. Seriously, next time you're in line or waiting for something, just don't pull out your phone. Let your mind be quiet. Second, you have to train your attention all the time.
If you can't resist distraction in your free time, there's no way you're going to resist it when it's time to work. And third, practice something called productive meditation. This is cool. When you're doing something that doesn't require a ton of brain power, like walking or driving, pick one single, well-defined professional problem and just focus on it. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. It is literally like a bicep curl for your focus. And this really makes you confront your own habits. Newport warns that if every single moment of potential boredom in your life is instantly fixed with a quick peek at your phone, then your brain has probably been rewired to crave that constant stimulation. We have to consciously fight back to get our focus back.
All right, so you're training your brain. The next level up is to start structuring your day and your environment to make deep work happen. Not just possible, but practically inevitable.
And you can pick a style that actually fits your life. The monastic approach is the hardcore version. Just get rid of almost all shallow work. The bimodal approach is where you split your time. Maybe you take a few days for deep work and the rest of the week is open. The rhythmic approach is about making it a regular habit, like clockwork, maybe 90 minutes of pure focus every single morning. And then there's the journalistic approach, where you just snatch opportunities for deep work whenever and wherever you can. Honestly, the specific method you choose doesn't matter as much as just having an intentional plan in the first place. And if you want proof that this works, just look at the software company Basecamp. Way back in 2007, they tried a 4-day work week. And you know what happened? Their productivity stayed the same. Why? Because having less time forced everyone to be ruthless. They had to cut out all the shallow, unimportant stuff. They got rid of the attention residue. They proved that fewer, highly focused hours are way more powerful than more distracted ones.
Okay, this next one might sound a little extreme, but it is one of the most powerful techniques in the book. Schedule every single minute of your day. By breaking your day into blocks, you force yourself to be intentional with your time. Now, it's not about being a robot and sticking to it no matter what. You can always change the plan. The real point is to eliminate those, what should I do next moments? Because that's exactly when distraction loves to sneak in. And let's not forget the incredible potential here. As Newport points out, deep work isn't just about being efficient. It's the kind of skill that let Bill Gates kickstart a billion-dollar industry in less than a semester. What made him different was his legendary ability to focus so intensely that he would literally fall asleep on his keyboard, wake up, and pick up right where he left off. That's the kind of focus that builds empires.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question. A challenge, really. Take a good look at your own day, your own habits. What is one shallow task you can completely eliminate this week? Maybe it's just turning off your email notifications. Maybe it's deleting that one social media app you mindlessly scroll. Just start with one thing. Reclaim that time and see what amazing things you can build in its place. Thanks for tuning into The Explainer.